guys. Hello. I'm gonna stick you in my little mount. I don't really know why I'm scoping from my bathroom. Normally I do like makeup scopes in here, but it just felt right. Hello. I'm gonna stick you in this little mount here. Hello, you guys. What's up? So I've been getting a lot of questions recently. Oh, I need to clean you. Hello. Hey, Mark. Hey, Karen. Woo. Hello. Queen B is here. Hello, Elise. How are you? Hey, first timer. What's up? How are you? You totally can become a vegan. Hello, fellow vegans. It's like instant friends. Hello. Thank you. I know. I just realized that I haven't scoped today, which is so weird. Normally I scope like 3 or 4 times by now. I am gonna sing to you guys tonight. I fell asleep last night, so that's my bad. Oh, hey, Erica. I'm antisocial when that happens too. Awesome. You can have vegan Mexican food. We do it all the time. And yeah, no dairy, no eggs. So I know there's yes, please have your daughter listen. Trap Queen is going up tonight. It'll be up later tonight. I'm uploading it as we speak right now. So I'll let you know when that goes live. First of all, I get a lot of questions about being vegan. A lot of you guys don't even know that I'm vegan. I get a lot of questions like, what do you eat? What does that mean? Do you only eat green stuff? Do you go hug trees? Why would you do that? And then I get those real interesting people. They're so clever. They like to just comment bacon on everything. Don't do that. You will get blocked. It's totally unnecessary. I do a lot of research as to, I've been vegan, first of all, for almost 4 years now. I've been gluten-free for 2 years. Yeah, Tree Hugging 101. Yeah, exactly. And I was raised on a standard American diet, SAD, SAD, standard American diet. Okay. And, you know, a lot of people are, and I just think, you know, our awareness to vegan diets are really, really small. A lot of us don't really know what that means, what are the benefits, how our food is made, how it gets to our table, what's in our food. We're eating a lot of things that are not, you can have beer if you're vegan, absolutely, and you can have beer if you are gluten-free, if you have gluten-free beer, and there's a huge market of gluten-free beer that has come out recently. Yeah, they don't understand about eating differently. A lot of people, like myself, before I turned vegan, I thought that people who ate vegan were like yoga hippies who eat nothing but grass, and I thought they'd be skinny and weak and ugly and never be able to eat out anywhere. Totally not true at all. First of all, living in Las Vegas, we have tons of options being a vegan. Aside from cooking at home, you can have vegan sushi. You can have, yes, I'm gonna do a question and answer in just a minute, Erica. That's a great idea. I just wanna kind of like hit all of the points real quick. Yes, I eat tons of pasta. You can eat at a pasta place. You can eat curry. You can have veggie rolls and avocado rolls and vegan noodles. And there's so many different things that you can have that's not just salad. I haven't had salad. You can totally gain muscle. That's another thing. It is, I'm just going to say this now so make sure you guys are listening. It is nearly impossible to ever have a protein deficiency on any diet as long as you're eating a sufficient amount of calories for your body. It is virtually impossible. There are bodybuilders that are vegan. There are UFC fighters that are vegan. There are athletes that are vegan. There are so many people that are vegan. I know a lot of people personally that build muscle being nothing but raw vegan. So it is absolutely possible to get all of your protein from every different aspect of your vegan lifestyle, from beans to greens to brown rice to tofu if you choose to eat tofu, from almonds, from nuts, from so many different things. Yeah, the whole more protein thing, we're eating way too much protein than our bodies can handle, and it's really just another ploy to get you to eat more meat, personally. Yes, and oh, well, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry. Anyway, so that's one thing about the protein thing. It is virtually impossible. As long as you're not starving yourself, you will always get enough protein for your body, unless you have some type of disorder or something like that. Hello, thank you for inviting your followers. You guys are so sweet. So start firing out some questions. I know you guys have some burning questions. I get them all the time, so I'm just dedicating a couple scopes. I'm going to start dedicating. Yeah, we're not meant to be meat eaters. And a lot of people are like, yeah, well, in the olden days when we were, okay, I understand that in times of famine, in many thousands of years ago, right, we were forced to be hunters, right? We would go out, we couldn't have enough, you know, in the times when the plants were not, you know, putting out fruit or whatever the hell, you had to go out and kill a deer and with your bare hands and eat it. Awesome. We don't have to do that anymore. And that was organic, normal, grass-fed meat, right? That's not the way it is anymore, and we don't need to do that. Well, if you compare our anatomy and our teeth and everything, we're closely related to the gorillas, probably more so than any other animal, which are pound for pound the strongest animals on the planet, gorillas, right? And they are vegan, aside from very small circumstances here and there where they were forced to eat meat. They are predominantly vegan and eat mainly fruit. Our teeth and our digestive systems are completely different of that of a predatory animal, such as like a tiger or whatever. Most of the time you will lose weight when becoming a vegan. I did personally, Marco did a small amount of weight, or you know, if you're larger you will lose more weight just because you're cutting out a lot of vegan foods tend to be higher in nutrients and lower in calories naturally, right? You can gain weight over time. It's very possible to be, you're very smart for avoiding dairy. Yes, it's very possible to eat unhealthy on a vegan diet if you're like a junk food vegan. There's a lot of junk foods like Oreos are vegan. Are they healthy? No. Are they plant-based? No. But they are technically vegan. And a vegan is no dairy, no meat, no eggs, basically nothing that ever had a face or comes from something with a face. And that's how you can kind of determine if it's vegan or not. I take that a step further. I am gluten-free as well, which there's a whole nother reason for that. And that's something that a lot of people do down the road. I tend to work out more on a vegan diet because I have a little bit more energy and I kind of feel like I have to do more to meet my quota. Yes, absolutely. That's awesome, Mark. That's so awesome. Well, that's very unfortunate, and there are definitely circumstances for that. There are a lot of different reasons what's necessarily good for you. There's a lot of different opinions out there. No milk, no eggs. Thank you. Oh, hello, my fellow vegan. Hello. Everyone should follow Reza Jake as well. He's the purple guy right there. He has an awesome vegan Instagram. It's so cool. I love this song too. Vegan food and regular food. Well, vegan food doesn't have dairy, egg, or meat, right? So the difference between like a vegan pasta, an example would be pasta noodles with tomato sauce and vegetables, versus, let's say, a creamy sauce or something like that. There's really simple tweaks that you could do to make your recipes vegan, right? No milk, no, but there's so many amazing options for milk. First of all, you can make things creamy without even using a milk substitute. There's a lot of foods that you can, like hemp milk, soy milk, almond milk, cashew milk. They're at every single Starbucks, they're at every single place. Every time you get your coffee, they have milk substitutes. So awesome. My favorite milk alternative, it used to be soy. I used to love soy milk. We're trying to cut back on soy just because sometimes they have some additives. Whatever, we're extremists, right? So we try to only do like organic almond milk, but whatever is better than dairy, I promise you that. This is for both. I'm protecting my health as someone who comes from a chronically unhealthy family. It's not genetics, you guys. It's because we inherit our parents' diet, right? We totally need that, Connie, right? Right. We've kind of made our own like creamy sauces and things. We haven't made our own cheese, but we have had like homemade cashew cheese and things like that. I started being vegan overnight. There are different ways to do it. I would recommend to anyone who's interested in learning more about veganism, to anyone who has an argument. Like, I have educated conversations with people all the time. They will ask me why I'm vegan. I'll tell them, I'll give them my information. They'll give me their educated questions and we go back and forth, right? That's how an educated conversation works. I take in your information, you take in my information, and then at the end we give each other a hug. Awesome, cool, right? If you don't know anything about being vegan and you're interested, or you would like to come back to me with some type of remark as to why I shouldn't be or whatever, I would highly recommend that you watch Forks Over Knives. It's on Netflix, it's free, it's on Amazon Prime, it's free. I'm sure you can find it on YouTube. It's literally not even an hour and a half. It's not about killing animals, it's not about doom and gloom. It literally just talks about and proves the benefits of a vegan diet or a plant-based diet. Vegan is a little scary. A plant-based diet for a number of different people, for a number of different reasons. It follows them for a little period of time and compares the numbers. Yes, thank you. It's called Forks Over Knives. Forks Over Knives. You can have wine. Wine is vegan. It comes from a plant, right? Almond milk is awesome. Yes, absolutely. People don't go vegan to lose weight. No, absolutely not. You can do a lot of things to lose weight. Vegan is definitely one of the healthier options. I go vegan for a number of reasons. First of all, am I I talking fast? I'm sorry. Yes, I do eat potatoes. Anything that doesn't have a face, I eat it. I love potatoes. I love me some vegetables. I love fruit. I love pasta. I love rice. I love curry. I love so many different things. Yes, Aisha has been reading Forks Over Knives cookbook, so many different things. Yeah, I'm sure meat can be tasty, but I can guarantee you the meat does not love you back. There is so many awful things that, there's so many different things I could go into, and I don't want to scare you guys and start talking about all those awful things. But I watched Forks Over Knives. I realized I wasn't feeling so great. My eyes opened to a lot of different health issues going around, and I was like, you know what? I don't feel well. I had just turned, I was 19 at the time, and I said, I just don't feel right. Something is wrong. I'm always tired. I have headaches. I had acne. I just felt really gross, and I'm like, something is wrong. And so I kind of started doing a little bit of research. I asked around some of the healthiest people that I know. You know, I asked, what are you doing? They're like, well, we don't eat meat. We don't eat this. And so I started researching it, and Marco and I sat down to watch Forks Over Knives. Forks Over Knives made me vegan overnight, and it's not out of being scared. It's not out of you must be vegan. It wasn't out of fear. It was so amazing. The impact it had on me after watching that 90-minute documentary. I've never eaten another animal product ever in my life, and neither has Marco. So it was really an eye-opening, exciting, fun process. I can guarantee you there are options out there. I can guarantee you that you will feel better. I can guarantee you that your impact on the environment, on yourself, on your mental state will all be entirely better. Guilty pleasure vegan food. Oh, definitely. There's these dark chocolate peanut butter cups that are vegan and gluten-free and organic. I think they're called Joe's peanut butter cups. I don't know. They sell them at Costco, and they're like my kryptonite. I can't even. Thank you so much. Justin's. That's it. See, Joe's Justin's. I knew it started with a J. Yes, you will definitely. Do you spend more or less on food now? Well, if you look at, like, eating out is about the same. There are cheaper foods you can eat as being a vegan, but we like to kind of like be extreme. So sometimes it's a little bit more expensive. Like we buy the gluten-free pasta instead of the regular pasta, so it's like $1 more a box. We buy the organic vegetables instead of the regular vegetables, so it's like $1 more per thing. So many different things. You can spend as much as you want to spend, but like rice and potatoes are vegan. They're a big staple in vegan diets. They're some of the cheapest foods. Favorite vegan cheese? I'm getting to a phase now where I'm actually kind of not even eating vegan cheese, but I do like, sometimes I'll have like Daiya on a veggie burger, something like that. There are a lot of really awesome alternatives that help you transition. Like when we first became vegan, we wanted a cheese substitute. We wanted a meat substitute. We wanted things that look like the foods we were used to eating. And so we found those things. But over time, your body changes and you want to take it further, you know? Right, exactly. It may be hard to change your ways, but I can guarantee you, you'll feel so much better, and you really do not need that food. It's just something we're used to doing, but I can guarantee you, I'm vegan, I'm never inconvenienced. I'm never like a third world, you know, like, oh, you cannot eat with us. I do a lot of different things. Cashew cheese does taste different from regular cheese, but it's really good. No turkey burgers, no nothing. Dairy is so important. As soon as you cut out dairy, your bloating goes away, your acne goes away, so many different things. It's really, really important. So things I would tell you guys, the number one thing, if you're a movie watcher or anything like that, thank you. If you're a movie watcher or anything like that, I would highly recommend you watch Forks Over Knives. There's so many different names of movies I could tell you to watch following that, but the number one thing, because we're all selfish beings, right, and we all want to know how it benefits us, I would highly recommend that you watch Forks Over Knives. And I want you to come back to me and tell me what you thought. If you didn't like it, cool. Come back and be like, Christina, you're whack. I didn't like it. But if you like it, come back and tell me why. Tell me what you think. I'm always on Periscope. You can find me. Yes, dairy does give you acne. It has high levels of hormones and pus and bacteria. It's made for a baby cow to transition into a 1,200-pound large cow. So why would we be eating that and expecting to get skinny? It doesn't make sense. Yes, and it's not a scary documentary. Coming from someone who used to eat meat, obviously, I was like, I don't want to see all your vegan nonsense. I don't want to see how my cow is made, how my steak is made. I just want to eat it, right? I totally agree with that. If you're just starting off, I'm not going to scare you. I'm going to tell you how, as a selfish person, you can benefit. from being a vegan. I'm going to tell you how you can benefit from that. So watch Forks Over Knives. If you're a book reader and you're looking for something like a light read that's just going to touch on all the points and not scare you and be easy to read in the summertime by the pool, I would highly recommend reading the book Skinny Bitch. It's literally this big. It's like 100 and something pages. It's super cheap on Amazon. It's really fun to read. It's a really engaging, funny read. It's not like a textbook. So I would highly recommend reading the book Skinny Bitch if you prefer reading to watching movies. Absolutely. Your skin is the largest organ on your body. So when you eat better, your skin looks better, your hair looks better. It's also, we're selfish people, right? Let's not talk about the animals. Let's not talk about the environment. We want to know how it benefits us. First of all, you're going to be healthier. It's going to be easier for you to maintain your weight. Your hair and your skin are going to look better. You're going to have more energy. You're going to sleep less. You're going to age slower. It's just proven. Your heart is more important than the skin, absolutely. And coming from a family that heart disease has run in our family, it's extremely important to me that nobody have to go through seeing a loved one with heart disease. It's terrible. Yeah, you're going to sleep less because you're not going to need to sleep as much, right? I used to always be tired all the time. I could sleep 12 hours and wake up and be like, oh my God, I'm so tired. Of course, I can always make myself sleep more, but you're not going to need to, right? You're going to feel like you have more energy. I have more will to work out more now. I have more will to go out and walk around and do things now, whereas before, all I wanted to do was sleep all the time. After a meal, all I wanted to do was go to sleep because I was so tired. Because our body was working so hard to digest. Meat is one of the hardest things to digest. Yeah, most people really don't care about the animal aspect. It's really once you open your mind and kind of realize you don't need those foods and then you look into the process, it's really scary and really awful. That's really good. That's really good. Drinking a lot of water instead of soda, I would definitely say no soda for sure. And that's, soda again is vegan, but it's just something I would never recommend. I would say plant-based is more important than vegan because vegan, there's a lot of unhealthy foods that are called vegan, right? Because they don't have animal products. But I would say definitely cut out things that are unhealthy. Everyone knows soda's unhealthy. Why are you still doing it? Everyone knows smoking's unhealthy. Why are you still doing it? Everyone knows that eating friggin' Welch's fruit snacks are unhealthy. Why are you still doing it? Oh, my go-to foods. For an example, I would wake up in the morning. For breakfast, you could have fruit. You could have oatmeal with berries. You could have cereal with soy milk. You could have toast and almond butter and jelly. You could have a fresh fruit smoothie. You could have tofu scramble. If you miss eggs, you could do a tofu scramble. So good. You could do like a breakfast burrito if you wanted. You could do like a little tortilla with tofu scramble and veggies inside and fresh squeezed orange juice. You could have your almond milk cappuccino and what else? Totally. Absolutely. You guys, totally I'm here for you if you ever want a vegan meal. We eat a lot of vegetables. I love it. What do you take with you if you're running around? For snacks, obviously you can always bring fruit and bananas and stuff with you. You can bring vegan, you can bring trail mix, you can bring dates, you can have vegan pre-made healthy protein bars like BooFit makes an amazing vegan protein bar that's organic as well. What else? There's so many different snacks you could bring, like popcorn that's made with just sea salt, that's vegan. There's so many chips that are made out of beans and quinoa, kale chips, so many awesome things. Bringing your lunch to work, you can make yourself a sandwich with vegetables or hummus. You can do avocado and I love tempeh. If you guys are super into bacon, hey, why not make tempeh bacon? It's freaking delicious. They sell it at the store for $3 in a little thing. All you gotta do is fry it. You could use it all week, right? I don't have any deficiencies. I recently had my blood tested and it's better than it ever has been. You can make a veggie kebab. You could have hummus and anything. Hummus and chips, hummus and carrots, hummus and you could put hummus on anything. And there's so many different kinds of hummus. Hummus, whatever. The only vitamin I take is a B12 supplement. As vegans, that's the only thing that you need to be careful of. Many people, vegan or not, are deficient in B12. As a vegan, you have to be extra, because our food is so sterile now, B12 is something that comes from the dirt, and because our food is so sterile and so clean, we're not getting enough of that, and especially as a vegan who's not consuming animals who are eating gross, nasty dirt, essentially because it comes from the dirt, you definitely need to supplement. I just take a B12 supplement every couple days. Yeah, and B12 is good for you anyway. You guys should watch your B12 anyway. so fresh and so clean. I know. And you know, we're meant to believe that if an apple is beautiful and shiny and clean and whatever, that it's good for you. No, you want your fruit to be like a little ugly. You want your bananas to be spotted. Yes, there you go, Ashley. There's my other vegan homie. What up? 300% of vitamin B12 and 3 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. So much. We eat a lot. So I stopped at breakfast and snacks. I'm sorry. So then I go to lunch. For lunch, we can have veggie ramen, vegan sushi. Today we had pasta with a whole bunch of vegetables and like a creamy cashew sauce with nutritional yeast. You can have guacamole and chips. You can have a veggie burger. You can have, there's literally no end, rice and vegetables. You can have a veggie sandwich. You can have so many different things. You can go to the, you know, it can be more expensive, but there are also cheaper options. I could spend as much as I want on food, and sometimes we're on a budget and we spend less. You know, you could do rice, potato, and some vegetables. If local organic produce is too expensive, buy frozen organic produce. Go to Costco. We buy our produce at Costco. They have an amazing, very affordable range of organic produce in bulk that we cook, you know, a lot. Now, yes, and you're correct. The specialty vegan products can be more, but you don't need those. You can literally live a plant-based lifestyle and be healthy. I will dance soon. Yeah, and meat is expensive. You're right, Ashley. Meat is expensive. How much are you paying for steak and chicken and all that stuff? You can buy more fruit and vegetables with that to last a week than you would in a night of meat. As a vegan, the only sugar intake I watch is processed sugar, and I don't eat a lot of processed sugar, so it's totally fine. The sugar that you find in fruits is so healthy. The sugar you find, you know, it comes from a plant. It's not that. If it comes from a plant, you eat it. If it's made in a plant, you don't eat it. I work out probably every other day. I try to work out. I work out maybe 3-4 days a week where I'm consciously working out. The other days I try to be active, but it's not... You don't need to let go of your Puerto Rican rice. Trust me, I'm Puerto Rican. I eat tons of rice, so you're totally fine. Do they have a Sam's Club? Maybe something like that. I do a lot of my shopping if there's a Sprouts near you. I do a lot of shopping at Sprouts. Whole Foods is rather expensive. We really only go there for certain specialty items. It's not necessary. We do a lot of our shopping at Costco or Sprouts. Thank you so much, even places like Albertsons and Smith's have growing organic and vegan-friendly sections, and really you can find vegan stuff anywhere, because vegan is basically what? Fruits, vegetables, beans, nuts, seeds. So, you know, that's what the stuff is, right? One of the boys is vegan, the other one is on his way, but it is a little bit more difficult. Trader Joe's has some good options as well. Whole Foods is really good options, Mark, to try foods, but you can always find the cheaper alternatives sometimes at other places. We shop at a lot of different places. We do have farmers markets here, but they're very limited. We do try to buy a lot of our stuff at farmers markets if possible, but it is a little impractical sometimes. Yes, Trader Joe's, there you go. Fruits and vegetables, awesome. Whole Foods is overpriced. For certain specialty items you can't get anywhere else, I would recommend Whole Foods, but that's about it. That's about it. Also, if you guys are really, really big into literature, or you're suffering from a sickness or from a disease, or you know someone that's suffering from a sickness or a disease, I would highly recommend reading this book that I'm reading right now. It is called How Not to Die, and although that sounds really, really macabre and awful, I would still highly recommend reading it because it is not as scary as it sounds. It's really informative, probably the most comprehensive book that I've read about really tackling the effect of a plant-based diet on every single different ailment that is out there. So, really, really into this. Yeah, I mean, once you it'll take probably a month or so of transition of like, without having to get you to stop reading all the labels, because I've never relapsed. No, I've never had it. Since I went cold turkey, I've never consumed another animal product that I know of, ever. It takes a little bit of time to learn what's vegan and what's not, but you can spot that really quickly after about a month or so. And we've traveled to Dubai. We ate vegan great. We spend a month in Italy every summer. We eat great. All over America, we've had great success. We've been to London. We eat great. I know destinations like Thailand and India have great vegan options. I've never really been to a place where it was difficult to find vegan options. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, quinoa is amazing. My number one reason to turn vegan was a really selfish reason, and that was for my health and beauty, right? I learned about the effects of meat and dairy and things like that on my body, and I said, whoa, I don't want that to happen to me. I don't want to be all ugly and sick. No, bye, Felicia, bye. So I stopped eating it, and then all of the other reasons came, like, wow, the meat industry is the number one cause of, you know, environmental pollution and deforestation. Holy crap, ding. Then I learned, oh my God, you know, the animals are being treated so cruelly and you're eating that, you're ingesting that, ding. And then I started learning about, oh my God, they're injecting what into the animals? What are we eating? That's not really chicken, that's infected and we're eating it? Oh my God, what the heck? Yeah, ding, there you go. So it's a whole plethora of reasons, hashtag ding, exactly, that I decided to go vegan. I do have a Twitter, absolutely. You kind of have to search my name because it's difficult, but I wish I could. Long story. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I encourage you all to watch Forks Over Knives. And you don't have to go into it going, hey, I'm going to be vegan. I would just want you guys to know what you're putting into your body, and I want to try. There's a lot of mass marketing going on. We have to realize that. And, you know, just like people pay off politicians, companies pay off advertising agencies and different boards and things like that to try and make their product appear healthier so they'll make money, right? Because we're all consumers. Whatever we eat, that business succeeds, right? What did you ask? I'm sorry, Gerald? Yes, exactly. I'm not raw vegan, not entirely, no. I did go raw vegan for about a month or two, and it was the best I ever felt, but it was rather difficult to maintain just because I'm lazy, but we do eat a real high percentage of raw foods. I'm in Las Vegas in my bathroom. Yes, thank you. Thanks, Ashley. That is my Snapchat. It's at RealChristinaA. At RealChristinaA is my Snapchat, and I Snapchat all of my food. Yeah, exactly. If you ever see a commercial on television for something, it means it's not good for you. You're never going to see a television commercial about kale or about sweet potatoes or about be vegan. No, you're not going to see that. But what you are going to see is medicine and pharmaceutical industry and Purdue chicken and chicken nuggets and milk has got milk. You're going to see that. So that's definitely a problem, right? So if you see a television commercial, chances are it's not good for you. So I would highly recommend for you not to be influenced by all of that, and remember that there's millions and billions of dollars going into marketing food so that you will eat it. So what we're hearing about the meat and dairy industry is not necessarily how it really is. So we have to remember that, right? No, they're not overpriced everywhere. Absolutely not. Yes, plus Marco is a really kick-ass chef. Dairy products are really bad for you. Yes, they are. There's a number of reasons why. They contain hormones and steroids and bacteria and pus, and also they're not a diet food at all. Oh, I can imagine. That's a good question. That's a good question, Cynthia. I personally do not eat conventional bread as I am gluten-free. That's a whole nother step. That's a whole nother personal choice. That's for a whole nother reasons and a totally different scope. But yes, even organic milk. But there's plenty of bread made with no eggs and dairy, and there is plenty of bread that is gluten-free that tastes really good. There's a brand named Char. It actually tastes like real bread. I personally don't eat Ezekiel bread, but I did before I turned gluten-free. Yes, exactly. Especially fast food. Just don't eat fast food at all. If you're going to take one thing away from this conversation, you're like, screw this girl, I'm not going to be vegan. The only thing I can tell you is stop eating fast food and stop drinking soda. Those two things alone will change your life. Yeah, if you want to talk about gluten-free, yes, Ashley, read Wheat Belly and do a little bit of research, and that's why I cut out gluten. But that's a different issue, and that's something that I did down the road. Ellen DeGeneres is vegan. Pamela Anderson is vegan. Joaquin Phoenix is vegan. Miley Cyrus is vegan. My Snapchat is at RealChristinaA. At RealChristinaA on Snapchat. I do drink coffee. We have, Marco's a big coffee drinker, and we have tried to bring down the level of coffee that we drink quite a bit. We will only have maybe one, maybe two a day now, and it is with almond milk, and I do not put sugar in it anymore. I am on Instagram. It's at RealChristinaAmato on Instagram. Make sure you guys are following me if you're not following me yet. I'm a singer. I'm not like a nutritionist, but I'm really passionate about this. I get a lot of questions, so I wanted to dedicate like a really thorough scope to it. yeah, it's really hard being the only one in our house eating that way, but sometimes we find meals that really, really work. And it's better to be vegan most of the time than vegan not at all because it's inconvenient. Oh, desserts. Well, there's a lot of vegan desserts, like certain chocolate. Most of the time, chocolate, unless it's like milk chocolate, like semi-sweet chocolate, is dairy-free. There's a lot of different things we do for dessert. In Vegas, we're very lucky. We have a lot of places that, yes, soy, yeah, they have dairy-free ice cream. There's one called Coconut Bliss that's my favorite. Ben & Jerry's just came out with a vegan ice cream. Are you kidding? Almond Joy has amazing, what's it called? Almond, whatever. I think it's Almond Joy, Almond Bliss. They have almond milk ice cream. So good. Yeah, exactly. That's what I should be, absolutely. But I'm always furthering my knowledge in what I'm eating and making sure what I'm doing is best for my, yes, that's it, thank you, Erica. What I'm doing is best for my body, and I want to know the most about it, so when someone asks me, I can give them an answer that I know is informational and not just pulled out of my butt. Oh, I can imagine. That sounds really good. Oh, I know. We don't even have it here yet, so don't worry. It's not even in Vegas, the Ben & Jerry's ice cream. I heard it's coming. I just don't know when. Honey is a byproduct, essentially bee throw up. I'm not super, I'm not like, I really don't feel one way or another about the whole honey thing because we don't consume that much of it. Yeah, almond milk is a great alternative. Yeah. Absolutely. Throw out a couple more questions, you guys. I want to make sure. I really wish that I could become a nutritionist. I read so many different things. Oh, that's so weird. Maybe she's backed up behind. I would send her a message on the website. If you send her a message and not an email, a message on the website, she will respond to you. That's what I did. Coconut milk, yes, absolutely. Any milk that doesn't come from a cow or a goat, you can have. I know, we totally should, Erica. Ah, thank you. I tried consciously not to, yes I did. I did pay for a follow and I am enjoying every moment of it. I did limit my soy intake just because I want to make sure I'm not eating too much processed food. So we tried to replace our soy milk with almond milk and some of our tofu with things that, are plants and not necessarily processed food. I do think soy is a much better alternative to meat. I do think soy milk is way healthier than dairy milk. I would drink it 1,000,000 times over before I ever touch dairy, 100%. So if we're out and they don't have almond milk, for sure I'll get soy milk. But it's, yes, officialbriolson.com. Marco, get up out of my chat with your nastiness. Get up out of my chat. Get up out of it because I will block you. That is so awful. Yeah, and if you are eating soy, just try and make sure it's organic. He thinks he's funny. He thinks he's funny. Not funny. Not funny. And there's so many more people now that are becoming vegan. Really, the numbers are going up. And if we can continue demanding our food to be healthy and organic and stop supporting the meat and dairy industries, I think our world will be healthier, our people will be smarter, our people will be healthier, and our families will be healthier. Yeah, you guys encourage him too much. Too much. We should stop funding the bad stuff and start. We are, essentially with every purchase that we make, we are voting for something. If we're buying fruits and vegetables, we are supporting that. If we're buying organic, we're supporting that. But if we're buying junk food and processed food and meat, we're supporting that too. And we don't want to support that. I don't want to support that. That cow could have been my friend. I don't want it inside me. I don't want anyone to eat pickles. No, I wasn't vegetarian before I was vegan. I was a full-blown Sad American diet, standard American diet eating person. I went cold turkey. Yeah, I went over my favorite breakfast. There's so many different options. I personally like oatmeal with berries and a little bit of agave nectar. I put chia seeds, flax seeds, cinnamon, a little bit of almond milk up in there with some fresh berries. Sometimes I put like a mango in it. It's so good. I don't miss anything, no. At first, I thought to myself, oh my God, I'm never going to eat that again. I freaked out, and then it went away, and I never felt that way. There's so many different substitutes. I really don't ever feel deprived. Jay, what up? Yes. I have vegan pizza all the time. My husband's Italian. Come on now. All I eat is pizza sometimes. Pizza and pasta, but it's vegan, it's gluten-free, it's delicious, and it's way better for you. Yes, red meal is exactly what I eat. Eating out, I would say most vegans have a lot of good luck at Thai places. There's a lot of vegetable dishes. There's a lot of rice noodle dishes. There's a lot of curry. Just make sure it doesn't have fish sauce. We go to sushi places and get vegetable rolls, avocado rolls, asparagus. You can get vegetable tempura. You can get so many different things at a Japanese place. You can get Indian food. You have a lot of really great luck at Indian food. And my taste buds changed. That's absolutely true. There was a lot of different places, a lot of different foods that I did not like. I hated asparagus. I hated sweet potato. I hated Brussels sprouts. Oh my God. Now they're my favorite foods. Chipotle, absolutely. Marco. Chipotle has amazing vegan options. You get rice, beans, pico, some corn up in there. You got avocado. You got peppers, the whole thing. You can get some hot sauce. So good. Yeah, I was actually reading this book. I should read a couple of passages of it because it's so awesome. Hold on, I want to find they are so freaking awesome in this book. You should totally read it. Yes, definitely vegan nails, 100%, yeah. This is the book I'm reading right now. It's called How Not to Die. I wouldn't recommend reading this unless you have an ailment that is affecting you. If you're new to veganism, I would highly suggest waiting to read this book because it is a lot of information to take in. I would say start with Forks Over Knives if you're a TV watcher, and if you're a book reader, you have to watch Skinny. You have to read Skinny Bitch. How do you go where you want to eat with friends? Oh, there's so many different places. Sometimes I'll ask them and I'll be like, thanks, Erica. Yes. Sometimes they'll ask where I want to eat. If not, there's always something I can do on the menu. Yeah, I eat more carbs, and that's a good thing. We need carbs. The Atkins diet is the worst thing you could ever do for your body, and the creator of the Atkins diet, Dr. Atkins, died of heart disease because it's bad for your heart. You can't do that. And my dad was on the Atkins diet, and the cardiologist told him, hey, look, this is not sustainable for someone with heart disease. Not good. It's so awful. I get all of my energy and all of my carbs from fruit and vegetables and rice and potatoes and things that come from, yeah, exactly. At Chipotle, you're getting a bargain. You don't pay for guac if you get a veggie bowl. Skinny Bitch is an amazing read. It's easy, it's entertaining, it's funny, it's so awesome, and it's like $7 on Amazon. Yeah, you need carbs, you need fat, you need all of those different aspects for your body. Don't just eliminate a food group. I don't do protein powder, no. It is virtually impossible. Where do you get your protein? I'm going to tell you to say this again. It's super important. It is virtually impossible to ever be protein deficient on any diet ever as long as you're eating a sufficient amount of calories for your body. It is literally impossible. So impossible. You could be a raw vegan and get enough protein. You would really have to starve to be entirely protein deficient. You would have to starve yourself for weeks on end. Yeah, proteins in everything. Plants, rice, beans, nuts, seeds, anything. Yes, you totally should, Cheryl. Wait, who am I blocking? Hey, Maya. Plants, yes, I love plants. No, you need to eliminate whey and casein from your protein. There's pea protein, there's hemp protein, there's soy protein. Those are 3 proteins that are widely available anywhere that don't have any animal products in it. You don't need whey protein. Whey protein is the worst kind of protein because it's made to make cows big and fat. So why would we have it to make ourselves look better and not obese? Why? Doesn't make sense. Costco, yes. Yes. Whey is from dairy, yeah. I like tofu, yeah. I can take it or leave it, but I do enjoy it on occasion. Pickles is sleeping right here next to me. He's real entertained by our conversation. I would double check that. I think hemp protein and pea protein are probably the best proteins you could put in your body. I would highly recommend those. They're just as full of protein. They're just as awesome for you. They're plant-based. They're not going to clog your arteries. They don't have cholesterol. So awesome. You don't have to do tofu. You don't have to. Totally a choice. Can you eat meat? No, I would not recommend eating meat. I don't eat meat. Tofu is definitely an art. It's something that makes you feel better. It's something that you learn how to make over time. Thank you. But tempeh is really good too if you want like a meat substitute, seitan. Yeah, that's awesome. I just saw it. I like Freeland Durian Writer. I think they're a little bit harsh. I think they're very informative, and I think what they're saying is correct. But I think their delivery sometimes can be a little bit crass, right? And so I just think that sometimes killing them with kindness and being a little bit nicer and understanding can help more people see the human aspect of being vegan more than like attacking them. But I do agree with what they say. Raw vegan is when you don't eat anything that is cooked. So you're eating literally raw plants, raw fruit, raw things. So the nutrients go directly into your body. Do I think that's the best way to eat? Probably. Do I think it's sustainable? It's real difficult. That's something that you'll decide after you're vegan for a while, if that's something that is sustainable for you or not. I do think eating a higher quantity of raw food is going to be awesome for you, no matter what diet you're on. Yeah, you can absolutely barbecue. You can barbecue so many things. Juicing is great for you. Juicing is great. I would put as many fruits and vegetables into that blender as possible. Yes. Yeah, me too. I was raw vegan for a couple months as well. My skin was amazing. I was skinny and I had muscle and I started looking like, oh my God, what did I do? But it was really hard to maintain. I'm not raw vegan, no. I'm vegan and gluten-free, and I try to eat a lot of raw food, but I'm not entirely raw vegan. I can't call myself that, no. Hold on, let me plug you guys in. Do you guys have any more questions? Did you miss anything? Hello. Make sure you follow me if you're not following me yet. My name is Christina. I'm actually a singer, but I really do like to, talk to you guys about this. Oh, there you go. See, I have to follow you just because you said that. Thank you. Thanks, Erica. If you guys ever want to know anything, you can always Snapchat me or send me something. It wasn't hard to go vegan at all. Literally, watch the movie Forks Over Knives. I've never eaten another animal product in my life. I would say, if you get anything out of this, I would say go on Netflix or Amazon Prime and get Forks Over Knives. It's 90 minutes long. It's totally informative and interesting. It's not scary. It's not going to be like doom and gloom. Watch it and let me know what you think. Epidural hematoma. All right, well, I know he did have heart disease. I have to reread the thing in the book, but I do know that. Hey, yes! Forks Over Knives. Forks Over Knives. Well, everyone's going to die at one point, absolutely. But you can not only lengthen your life, but lengthen your functional life. And what that means is, yeah, you can live to be 70, but if your health starts deteriorating, you have memory loss and heart disease and diabetes and you're overweight and you feel sick and tired and you have arthritis at 50, then those last 20 years of your life are going to be miserable. And I know from seeing different people and the different ways that they eat that is not the case. It doesn't have to be like that. Yeah, you absolutely don't have to eat that way. You don't have to go out that way, and anything you can do to prevent it is great. I would say go as many times as you want, Mark. You can go every day, you can go twice. Anything's better than nothing. It's never too late to start. Your body is constantly regenerating itself, constantly, always regenerating itself. And so if you stop today, you're giving yourself a head start, right? You're giving yourself an absolute head start, and you're going to be better tomorrow than you would have been if you didn't start. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's actually fun. It can be exciting. Absolutely, Aisha. It's fun to learn about what foods are good for you. What can I eat? And trying all of these new different things. It's so much fun. It totally is. Monsanto is not good at all. Not good at all. And it's really scary what it's doing to food. So I think more than anything, we need to be aware. Even if you're not vegan, even if you, whatever. Thanks. Even if you guys, don't become vegan or whatever, I just think it's really important that you guys know about what's going on in the food industry and with the foods that we're eating, because at the end of the day, it's real important. And even if it doesn't directly affect us, it's going to be real important to the next generation. So if you guys have kids, it's something definitely to think about what we're influencing and what we're buying and what's happening with America and with food and with the companies that are putting food on our table, because it's real scary. And it's real scary now, and it's real scary for our kids and for your little brothers and for anyone that's going to happen in the future. Yeah, that's definitely not true. GMO is a whole nother beast, a whole nother scope. Moroccan food is very good, yeah. And Middle Eastern food. If you're vegan, you can eat like falafel and hummus and baba ganoush and tabbouleh and all of these wonderful foods. Ethnic foods are so vegan friendly most of the time. Just stay away from the meat and stay away from the dairy, you know? It's so life-changing. It's so life-changing. I just try to make a healthier option here and there. Lamb, no meat, just the meat is out of the conversation. Damn, Daniel. Yeah, I like the song too. Really random iPod playlist. Anyway, you guys, speaking of this, I'm gonna go see what the heck we're having for dinner. Wine is vegan. Would I recommend having a bottle a night? Absolutely not. A glass a day? Fine. Glass every few days? Even better. Juicing is a great way. I try to eat as many organic vegetables as possible. What if I'm a cheese addict? There's vegan cheese. There's tricks to make things creamy without using cheese, and I guarantee you, you'll feel better if you take it out. Beer is vegan. Probably not as good of an option as like a wine or a sake or something that's closer related to like a plant, but you don't have to cook. There's so many different places you can go out and get something. You can go to Chipotle, you can go to Whole Foods, you can get pre-prepared meals, Eggs is not vegan. Eggs is extremely high in cholesterol. They have salmonella a lot of times. They're still made of cruelty because it's a whole nother thing. Vitamins in a lot of ways are kind of a lie. We don't absorb vitamins in the sense that like you take it and oh my god, you have all your nutrients. It doesn't really work like that. So eating a plant-based diet, you're actually getting more nutrients than you ever would eating anything else because your body can fully absorb it better. Oh hey! Can you name some popular snacks that people don't realize are vegan? Oh my god, Oreos, vegan. There's a lot of like tortilla chips that are vegan. I have popcorn all the time as long as it's not like the white cheddar, vegan. I discovered these like little, what are they? They're like little tortilla chips. They're called Beanitos. They're made out of beans and they're delicious. Yeah, there's so many different things that are vegan that people don't even realize and they're so good. Seriously, you guys. Yes, and you guys should definitely follow at Rise of Jake because that is my vegan homie and he is so awesome. Your Instagram is like one of the best things I've ever seen. Oreos are not gluten-free, no. I mean, I'm gluten-free too, and as a vegan, I would not eat Oreos anyway, but just telling you. Read the labels, absolutely. At first, it may be really overwhelming because you're reading all of the labels all the time and it's so difficult. Look at you with the good questions, Rachel, yes. It's super easy to be vegan now, especially if you're living in any place that has like electricity in a supermarket. I mean, even Albertsons and Smiths and places that are not supermarkets that you would think are traditionally vegan have amazing sections of organic fruit and pre-prepared meals and even like a little vegan section of tofu and things like that. Living in Vegas, I have it real easy because there's a lot of places here that are vegan restaurants and juice bars and things like that. And LA, if you live in LA, there's no excuse. Like everything is vegan. Sabbatical. My favorite store to buy foods in Vegas is probably Sprouts. Whole Foods is fun to look around in. It's fun to eat at the food bar on Wednesday because it's 10% off, but I would not recommend buying all your food at Whole Foods. You'll go broke. Could you? Yes. Could you buy everything there? Yes. Could you be vegan there? Yes. Will you spend probably 450% more than you need to? Yes. I mean, with $100, you walk out with like one bag at Whole Foods. So we're very choosy of what we purchase there. But it's definitely a great place to like discover new products. Yeah. Yeah, read the labels on your food. You don't even have to label yourself like a vegan diet. Just look at it and be like, I don't know what monohydroxylene number 4 is. If you don't know what that is, your body doesn't know what it is. It's not going to process it properly. There's no way that can be good for you. So if you don't know what it is, don't eat it. Yeah, absolutely. Since I've been vegan, I've been off all of my acne medication, aside from this really awful pimple that's been there for like a week. But aside from that, I used to take acne medication on my face, topical, and oh, absolutely. Absolutely, it's because I'm vegan. I struggled with my weight a lot. I would go up 10 pounds, down 10 pounds for starving myself, and then I'd go up 10 pounds because I couldn't control what I was eating. I didn't understand. Now I eat all the time. Like, I will have seconds and thirds, and I am never hungry, ever. And I find it so much easier to maintain my weight, for sure. My skin cleared up tenfold. I was on acne medication for years, and as soon as I went vegan, didn't need it anymore, which is good because I saved a lot of money on acne medication. Yeah, hormones is not good. I do work out, yes. I'm not like super crazy about it. I'll work out maybe 3-4 times a week. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I went gluten-free it's a whole nother scope, you guys, the gluten-free thing. It's a whole nother thing. I've been gluten-free for 2 years now, and that's another way. Oh my God, you have to watch Forks Over Knives. It's not doom and gloom, you're not gonna watch dying animals, it's not sad, it's entertaining, it's only 90 minutes, it's free on Netflix and Amazon Prime, and if you don't have either of those, it's on YouTube, right? Forks Over Knives is what changed my life. I was already like feeling like something was wrong, something's not good, something's wrong with my body. I watched that, I've never consumed another animal product since then, that was almost 4 years ago. If you're a reader and you love reading things, I would say Skinny Bitch. If you're looking for a real short, real easy, $6 read on Amazon, it's gonna touch on all the points, it's really funny, it's really entertaining, and Skinny Bitch is awesome. And then I'm reading this book right now, which is a little heavy. I wouldn't recommend reading this until, you know, you've got a little bit, if you have a lot of time and you really like to read like I do, I would recommend this. But this is probably the best purchase the best thing I've bought in a long time. On a side note, this is my dad playing drums on this song. Let's take a moment. It's my daddy, you guys. I love my daddy. Alright, anyway. Shout out to daddy if he's watching this scope. I got you on my playlist. Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead is a good one too. I would say start with Forks Over Knives and Skinny Bitch. And there's so many different things I could tell you to watch for different aspects of veganism. Obviously, there's like the cruelty aspect. There's something for that. That's normally what scares people about veganism. They don't want to know where their food comes from. They don't want to know what's on their plate. They don't want to know that that could have been their friend, you know, Carrie the cow, and now they're, you know, they're eating it. That's terrible. If I showed you Pickles, my dog, and I was like, here's Pickles, my dog, do you want to eat him? No one would say yes. But see, we're selfish people. We're definitely as humans, we are very selfish. So, oh, hey, I'm preparing myself for the bacon comments. Wait. Yes, he did. My daddy's awesome. Here we go. Hold on, Marco just said that, so I have to be really careful that these people aren't Marco. There we go. So let me know. No, that's not true. There's a lot of really scary things that end up in our beef that we don't know about. Vegan bacon is so good. Like tempeh bacon is so delicious. It is so good. I cannot even explain to you how good vegan bacon is. Tempeh bacon is so delicious. Also, we've already discussed this, but for my newbies, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, protein is not an issue. Not an issue. It is virtually impossible, as long as you are eating a diet that is sufficient in calories for your body, it is virtually impossible to ever be protein deficient. We have not purchased any leather goods knowingly since we become vegan. Our couch is leather because we purchased it prior to being vegan. Some of our jackets and shoes purchased prior to being vegan are leather, but it's not something that we actively support, no. Yeah, you did. Hey, what's up? Hey, Puerto Rico. Hello, guys. I'm Christina. Thank you, Rachel, for sharing. Mwah. Throw away the leather. I know. I should. We've been shopping for a new couch. I just haven't found one that I like enough to put in our house. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hallelujah, ethical vegan. Yes. But, you know, we are selfish people. We don't want to know about... Yeah, and it's really a disconnect. Same thing with me and cosmetics. You know, I thought to myself for so long, I'm like, well, I'm eating vegan, but I can wear this. And slowly I've become a little bit more conscious of what I put on my body, and as far as like cosmetics and bath products and shower products, things like that. I go to Lush a lot. That's part of the reason that I really like it, because everything is vegan. It's all natural. You know what's in your products. That's important. I like Pure Minerals as far as like a facial makeup because they're all vegan and you know what it is. Oh, I missed it. Thanks for the shout out, Ashley. I'll block them. Lush is the bomb. Jay knows. It Cosmetics, no. Yeah, when you think of every little detail, it gets really, really, really overwhelming. But I would say if you could take away anything from this, it would be watch the movie Forks Over Knives. It's free on Netflix and Amazon Prime. And eat less meat. Eat less meat, eat less dairy. I would tell you to eat none of them, but you know, if I could implore you to do one thing, it would just be watch Forks Over Knives. They do not, Daniel. Stop it. Oh, it's insane. I don't know the exact numbers. I know I've read them. I know you save like thousands of lives every year being a vegan from one person. So a lot of people are like, I will never make a difference. Well, first of all, you're going to make a difference on yourself, and that's the most important thing, right? If you're healthy and you look better and you feel better and you can maintain your weight and you can do, you know, all of these wonderful things, that's the number one benefit. And if I can save animals and environments and support healthier industries in the process, absolutely. You do not need protein from red meats at all. Oh, I'm looking for you. I'm looking for you, Owl, whatever your name is, because Ashley called you out. She's like my policeman in the chat. You couldn't date a vegan. I love chicken. Well, it's a good thing that I have a vegan boyfriend, right? I don't ever get tired. No. I mean, sometimes. But my level of energy is so much higher now than when I was, maybe I already have them blocked because I don't see their comments at all in my chat. My energy level is so much higher. Well, that's because doctors are not educated in nutrition. I'm going to burst your bubble right now. The typical medical doctor does not take any special nutrition classes that are over 14 hours. Oh, there you are. Okay, bye. I was not vegan before, Marco. I was a meat eater. I grew up on a standard American diet, standard American diet. And that's the reason why diabetes is becoming the norm. That's the reason why obesity is becoming the norm. People are getting sick. People have arthritis. Cancer's on the rise. It's all related, you guys. What we put in, we get out, right? We are what we eat. Let's not eat anything awful. Yes, less than 14 hours of training in 12 years. That's insane. I've read more books on nutrition than they have. And they're telling people what to put in their bodies. It's insane. Hold on, this is the Grinch theme song, so we're gonna change this. 1 second, you guys. It's very distracting. No, you can eat rice. Come on, rice comes from a plant. I eat rice all the time. Watch it, yes, good job. And I'm not telling you, I'm not being like, hey, you have to be vegan. I'm just telling you what works for me, what I've learned, my research, what I've done. And I'll tell you that, you know, I just want to increase awareness because I don't want to be supporting big pharmacy and big meat and big industries that really don't have our best interest at heart. It's really scary what they're doing. And even if you don't do it for you, but, okay, what does that mean? Oh no, that's terrible. Rachel, that's really awful. And for me too, personally, it's really difficult because my parents are both very unhealthy. My dad just got out of the hospital for an operation that was not supposed to be that big of a deal. He ended up getting AFib and suffering from heart complications, and it was really terrifying to watch that. And same thing with my mother. I mean, it's just been commonplace my whole life to have my parents, sick, you know? I don't run to get a Z-Pack when I get sick. I'm blaming pharmacy. It's an industry. They're making money. They're doing what they have to do, but I'm not, I don't support them, no. But, you know, seeing family members that are sick and knowing it's because mainly of what they eat, it's so terrible. And they're so set in their ways and they're so, like, they don't know better. It's not that they don't want to do better. It's because they don't know any better. I have to see what?
The size of those dishes that the kids get.
What dishes?
They eat brio, different dips to the pizza, and cheese.
Oh, gross. I won't get diabetes. It's really, really, really difficult to get diabetes if you're eating a healthy plant-based vegan diet. Diabetes is most of the time, I would say 85 to 90% of the time, don't quote me on that, but I would say it's diet related. And based on this book I'm reading, same thing. Eating meat is proven to be unhealthy. They want you to think that it's healthy because it's an industry, one of the largest industries.
Okay, I'll
check your website email. Diabetes, exactly. And diabetes can absolutely be in remission or improved and completely halted the progression of the disease by eating a clean plant-based diet.
Jake, what's up?
Just because you said that, I'm going to leave my hair in a bun. Marco, do a story tonight. You should. Anyway, you guys, for those of you who don't know me, hello, I'm Christina. I'm a singer, and I don't mean to be like Mrs. Gloom and Doom, but I've been reading this book, and I look around. I was at the grocery store today, and I got so upset, I almost did a scope. I was looking at people and what's in their cart, and you can tell they were visibly unhealthy, putting things that are so gross into their cart, and I just wanted to like shake them and be like, put the yogurt back and stop eating this. It's so awful. Ugh. Yeah, and so, you know. Okay, well, because your name's Poopbird78, we're just gonna block you Yes, absolutely. I would say just start looking for alternatives. Look for meals without chicken and see if you really miss it. You know, there's so many different amazing vegan recipes and stuff. YouTube is an amazing free resource for so many different types of vegan lifestyles. Vegan is such a broad term. You could be junk food vegan, which I wouldn't recommend. Really plant-based is what I'm advocating here. I would not recommend dairy at all. At all. Dairy is probably the #1 thing that will really mess up your skin. Thank you so much, Melissa. Yes, vegan ramen. We have vegan ramen all the time. If you guys follow me on Snapchat, it's @RealChristinaA. And on Snapchat, I snap almost all of my meals and snacks. Almond milk is great, yeah. Dairy is acne central, yes. Cashew milk's really good. Almond milk, hemp milk, soy milk is pretty much readily available. So I would say, you know, whatever. Dairy is full of hormones and steroids and antibiotics and pus and awful things that are meant for a cow baby to be turned into a 1,200-pound adult cow. So how in the world would anyone think that that is going to be like a healthy diet food? We're not cows. I don't want to look like a cow. Like, if you came up to me and said, you look like a cow, that would not be a compliment. So why are we eating the very thing that turns a cow into a cow? It doesn't make sense. Yeah, I know. Soy is not good for you, I would say, because it's like one of the top GMO crops. But if you're drinking organic soy milk in replacement of dairy and it's a last resort, I would absolutely advocate the soy over the dairy 100%. I use almond milk in my coffee, yeah. I love soy milk, the taste of it more, but I use almond milk. We're not baby cows, exactly. It is technically almond juice, but because people are so set on like milks, right? We want the word milk in our diet, almond milk. Coconut milk is really good for like sweet things, for desserts and things like that. There was a point in my life that I loved meat, right? I grew up on the standard American diet. It's sad. I loved meat. I don't anymore. Once you learn, you know, a little bit about what's in it and what goes into it, you know, the higher your knowledge, it influences your decision for sure. It's okay. I'm being a little lenient with my blocks because I do know that it is like a controversial topic. A lot of people really don't know about it. Lean meats are not needed at all. Look at me, 4 years eating nothing but plants, and I am so healthy. I don't cook. I'm a vegan. I don't cook. Marco cooks. That's awesome. I'm not a dietitian, no. I read a lot of books. I do a lot of research, and I'm speaking from personal experience. No more bacon. There's tempeh bacon. It's delicious. Processed meat is terrible. It's just been proven that it contains nitrates that help to cause cancer. No, it absolutely is sold. It is regulated by the government. It is allowed a certain amount of percentage of pus into the milk because it is impossible to regulate. It contains antibiotics and hormones and steroids in every single gallon of milk, whether it is organic or not. Yes, I know a lot of people who have been through vegan pregnancy. It's absolutely possible. You have to be a little bit more careful about making sure you're getting all your nutrients, such as B12, things like that. But if you're doing it properly, you can be pregnant for sure. If you can be pregnant and eat hot dogs, you can absolutely be pregnant and be vegan. Yeah, there's vegan frozen meals, there's vegan pizza, there's vegan so many different things. You can't be vegan and eat chicken. That's not a vegan. That's a vegetarian who is not a vegetarian. You do need protein. It is literally impossible, virtually impossible to ever be protein deficient ever as long as you're eating a substantial amount of calories for your body. It is almost impossible.
Look at this. One day.
That's insane. Where's that coming from? That's coming from fact. I am not protein deficient. I eat plenty of protein. There's protein in almost everything that we eat. Thank you. Hold on. Do they have vegan food? They do, but it's a whole nother situation. Yeah, he needed me to open the jar, so. Bacon is delicious, but it's also terrible for you. There are a lot of other things that are delicious.
Yesterday told me to put it on my burn, and they help very good.
The best book to read if you're new to veganism and you just want something easy that's going to touch on all the points, it's going to be really
I don't see. Which book was it?
A what? I totally lose what I'm talking about because you're behind me.
You were talking about...
The book you should read is called Skinny Bitch. Yeah, it's at Real Christina A. Any carb source is fine. Your body needs carbs. Fruits and vegetables are carbohydrates, and I love them. Where's the dog? Yeah, that's it. Thanks, Erica. I can do raw vegan, I can make oatmeal, I can make pre-prepared meals, guacamole and chips, that's all vegan. Guacamole is delicious. It's not a red flag. Many people that eat normal standard American diets are completely deficient or lacking in certain nutrients. People that eat plant-based diets are actually proven to have a higher intake of nutrients than people with a standard diet. Good question. I don't eat a lot of salads, as in salads just themselves. I like ginger dressing is really nice. Yeah, but you don't have to regulate carbs in a vegan diet because carbs are necessary as long as you're eating healthy carbs. You can't have cheese pizza, no. Thank you. Yeah, I would just say the rest of the world is healthy because they eat lower contents of meat and dairy, and a lot of their food is not as genetically modified because they have regulations. The milk in Italy goes bad in 2 days. Why is that? Because it's not completely overly pasteurized and have a bunch of crap in it. It's totally different. When you go to Europe and you look at the food, it doesn't look like American food at all. At all. Ah, thank you. It's really scary. Yes, there is a book called Skinny Bastard. There is, actually. And it's great. Yes, I do juice. I juice a lot. Our milk is over-processed. No, I haven't. I have plenty of balance. It's called being healthy and eating whatever I want as long as it doesn't come from a dead animal or a sick animal. That's my balance. What do you mix in the juice? Just juice. Fruits, vegetables, whatever you want. I know, it's like my favorite song. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to go upload Trap Queen on YouTube. I have a couple of videos that I have to upload. I'm going to sing for you guys later as long as I can. I know I love this song. It totally is, Jay. I'm sure it's real similar. Thank you so much. And you guys, I just wanted to do a scope dedicated to this. A lot of times I'm singing and I'll get a question like, where do you get your protein? I'm like, well, clearly I'm singing right now. I can't really answer you. But just so you guys know, there's a lot of information out there on YouTube, on the internet. Use the internet for good, not for evil. You know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will sing this. I did a cover of this. It's on YouTube, by the way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Make sure to follow me if you guys are not following me yet. I'm going to go. Thanks for all of your love.